my committee. But that's something that we really need to concentrate on is being fair to the tenant that's been there that long. And all this while, he had been paying rent. He had just been paying it to the city. And due to our sloppy paperwork, because I was DA chair too, but it happened long before me, whatever his rate was, he just kept paying it. If don't nobody come to me with a new higher lease, I'm just gonna pay what I've been paying. And he's not missed a payment. So that's something that we gotta address, but when we address it, we need to be fair with that. But I can't say, I'm saying that's what I would do. But that's gonna be up to whoever wants to, we'll get together by the time we have our next meeting and figure out who gonna head up this chair. That's gonna be a couple things that we really need to do fair on that thing. Hector, you really need to be in the middle of that one too. Yeah. What's that? Okay. Okay, so what else do you cause I got a couple things I need to get, but everybody need to, we got any input from the board right now?
Same. No, like,
Y'all need to cut off the live stream. Cut it off.
I know, like, as far as like residential space, there's all like. Say that building, $500,000 worth of, say $100,000. Basically, we're in charge $1,000 a month for rent, meaning if you were to rent it out for 100 months, you make all your money back on it. I don't know necessarily retail space, how that applies, but that's just kind of something to keep in mind as far as like.
Why don't you head up that committee then? How you, let's work on that. Let's go through the process again. Let's vote on it.
I agree. Obviously, he does.
Mm-hmm.
Business. Definitely.
So that's something we'll work on at our next regular meeting. We need to work on getting some people in there. We gotta have a committee to start doing some community stuff. Cause everybody else is doing it, but no, we all about business, but we need to do a little something. We gave a lot of money away to businesses with those grants and all that other stuff. We need to do something on a slightly smaller scale to actually do something for some people. Cause you got a few people on here who need votes and all that stuff. That'd be I don't need votes. But you know, I'm here though. And my business is here and I make a lot of money in Forest Park, even though I'm over at Gillum. We all need to try to do something to give some back. I've given back almost $90,000 already. So we need to find a way for this board to be, you know, we gonna have a chance to make money. So let's get the community behind us too. I don't want the mayor to steal all the glory now, because she's doing some big stuff.
Be good, probably, I'd say the building is $500,000, we have invested in it. Okay, we need to make $5,000 a month off this, whether it be the event space, fitness, them all together.
Yeah, I'm not talking, we gotta find a way to do it economically too, because you wanna rent it out for and make you $1,200 a month and pay them $1,500 a month. Yeah, and then we can figure out how they did it last time.
Yeah, last time we went to the rec center though.
Yeah,
So unless the rec center gonna give us our cut, the money.
You know.
On the phone, so
no, you gotta,
face out.
we need to figure that out. Yeah, we'll figure it out. So let's go around the table and let's see who got what you got besides that. You're on the spot.
What I got, what, on the building?
Any suggestion for anything?
The event hall, I think it's a good idea, because we have a lot of events in Forest Park. People need event space. The downstairs, the dentist office can stay there and still work. And maybe break up the other ones and maybe into smaller office spaces. for other businesses, that need some space.
I got some really dynamic stuff that we're gonna do with the back of that building now that that canopy is off. But I'm gonna save that for the next meeting to see where our budget is.
But then we're gonna use the side for the parking to go with the fountain, or something you were saying? You said something about charging city for some of their parking,
No, we're.
so they're gonna be using the overflow for that fountain, where they have
Right
events.
now, we just using that one row of 842. We're only gonna use that first row, which will house about 35 parking spaces. But the rest, with the development of 850, we really should be able to do a lot with, it's gonna really bring some attention to that lot next door. Because it's also, we got some things coming up with a sale of another property we have. You know where the utility office is? The utility contractor's office, that lot they have next to us, to it. That'll come up in our next week. They're looking to, they wanna talk to us about purchasing that, and they're coming up with some designs or something they wanna build. So that'll be them on one side, 850, and that'll leave 842 in the middle. And that'll make 842, that lot right there, really appealing. Yep. Here we move.
Yeah, I think as far as me, super excited about all this, Billy. I think a lot of people are always coming and asking for spaces to rent so I think we can be really strategic of who we allow there, and the services that they bring to our community, and not be, at times just the same thing will open up in Forest Park and we see it constantly. And, I think with this, we kind of have a control of what we can bring. So, really exciting. If we would want to go see it, we can just go up there and walk around, or.
Yeah, I have my guy runs the whole site.
Okay.
Danny Melvin, just get with him and he'll make it
Perfect.
safe for you because there's a lot going on.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Also has the building. It's not on site, just reach out to our office and we can.
Yeah, but right now, if the crew's not on site, don't go in that building.
Yeah, for sure.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah. And then Billy, what's the timeline for this?
We don't have a set timeline right now, because right now we're still waiting on elevator costs and other things. And we have some budgetary constraints, so we're just gonna finish everything we can within the budget that we set. If it takes some adjustments to our budget to get some other things done, which it probably will, we'll address that at that time, but we just got started in December.
Yep.
I'm talking about late December. It's only been 2 weeks of construction, and it's been, I'm trying to push as hard as I can go, because in another month or so, I'm gonna be going to a project in DC. And so I want this thing here to be as close done as possible, because Technique probably won't have any personnel there. And right now, we're the driver of the project.
That committee, I would like to be part of that committee as well, so we can kind of like stay focused, on how we kind of want to have our layout and what our mission is. How soon are we gonna, want to work on that committee? Who would be assigned?
Is that like, what did you mean by that? Like a separate committee or?
Yeah,
We can come
yeah.
with a name
We need
also
to
of the
take the
building?
model of like the DDA has several
Uh-huh.
committees for a couple of different things. Because I really don't want to be involved in too much besides construction and finance, because that's all the time I have. But I don't want to be the one bringing all the ideas to the table. All I know is
Okay.
construction. I'm a one-trick pony, and I'm doing my trick right now. So,
Yeah.
so it's several things that other boards do.
Okay.
We're gonna cover some ground in 2025. We're not gonna be just focused on 850.
Right.
Because I see
Mhm.
a few ways to make revenues, to get some revenue streams going. And I'm not gonna bring them up. I'm just gonna throw them out there and let y'all see what y'all think, and if that would, because I want the board to be way more active this year. I don't want so much to be on me, because I'm doing what I do best. All the rest of the community stuff and all that stuff that's what you guys do.
Okay. Well, I already got a name for our committee already.
All right.
Mr. Marcellus, got anything you want to add?
Oh, I thought, I'll let you go first.
And I guess for me, I guess I want to be part of the committee as well. As we, come to the completion of this, of 850, to see what type of people we want to attract and put into that building. So, Yeah, so I just,
Yeah.
that's my
And
thing.
remember now, we're not coming to a completion of it. It's gonna be phase one, phase
Right.
two. That building's gonna be nice, nicer, and awesome. At the end of phase three, if we do it right.
Right.
And can keep some, we can keep some costs down. There's some real damage we can do with just a little bit more money put into that building.
But fix the stairs on the outside?
Yeah, and I'll just.
Get a good elevator, you know.
Test and test. 1, 2, 3. Try that one. All right, okay. I would just say from an economic development standpoint, obviously, we'll be working with you all and just coming up with some ideas and who we want to see is the best and highest use for that building. Me and Mr. Freeman had conversations last year about several different possible tenants for that building. And so just working with you all as a board and see who we can get in there. I think, yeah, so we'll coordinate some times and when we all can get together and kind of brainstorm before our next meeting, which I believe is January 22nd. Is that? I think so. So, okay, so the 22nd. So we'll set up some times where we all can get together. I guess separate times because we don't want a quorum, but yeah, we'll work on that.
And I know there's been some questions about how our board operates, cause I kind of operate separate outside the, city, and where does me and Marcelo's role lie? That's something that me and him got to figure out, because when we set up a board, we didn't have, Marcelo's position wasn't filled. And it was kind of in between Bruce and I kind of ran it the way that I want to run it. I'm still gonna do that. But I still gotta figure out a way, we gotta get these positions. He works for the city. And the reason I took this board position, because it's not run by the city. You can move way faster without politicians in the middle of it, or somebody have to report to somebody. I will never report to anybody outside this board. I work for the people at this table. But I do have to find a way to communicate with Marcellus, but this board needs to know that the way that we operate ain't changing. We got stuff that we gonna do, that we decide to do, that we vote on doing. And long as we operate within the limits of our charter, we can keep things moving. I don't want to ever get bogged down by the constraints of other boards who have politicians in them. I don't work for the city. I don't need no votes. That's why we can move so fast. And I want to keep that fast, and Kirby can keep me out of trouble. That's how I want to keep it. Yeah. But Marcellus's role, Sharice, and, everybody thinks Sharice, me, I ask a whole lot of Sharice, and I'm gonna have to find a way to take care of Sharice, because she's been doing all the paperwork on this construction. It's almost not fair to her how much, 'cause I know she has a job to do with the city. I don't know exactly what she does for the city, but it's almost a whole job what she does for us. For me, because I ask a lot. I don't deal with I put a budget out there, but all the stuff with the accounting firm and keeping up with this stuff and keeping everything in line to keep me in budget, that's what she do. And I kind of feel bad sometimes because I don't know what she gets paid or whatever. I know we pay part of her salary, but we got to find a way to treat her fair, because she's been doing all the stuff, because I take none of this paperwork to my office. You good? What else is? No, not tonight. Okay. Yeah, okay, yeah, because Marcella sent me an email on that. I don't want that to get too sticky. That's all I got.
What you doing? Well, it's phase one.
Whenever I can get the metal panels in, so I don't know. I'm waiting on that.
Panels and bar.
From AL13. Composite panels could, because the first metal panels we got, how that frame, when we took the plastic off of those frames, oh my God, it's built so wrong. So we had to sturdy it up but we're not gonna put metal panels, we'll have to put composite on there. No, AL13 I'm gonna have them all prefab. They came out today. They're a little bit more expensive, but that's what's on my building at Gillum. They fit way tighter and they're insulated panels because there's no insulation in between that outside facade and in the building. It just blows straight into the building. I think that's why that electric bill is so high. Yes.
All right, if there's nothing else for the board, motion that we adjourn this meeting? All in favor? Aye.